Hi guys, this is a first review of the KTM 300 EXC TPI 2022 after the first hard enduro ride. I had only 1 hour on the bike and then went on a enduro ride. A good mix of trails and hard enduro, so a little bit of everything. And I want to review the parts that I put on the bike and see how they held up, and also review the bike, what I think about the bike, so the good and the bad. I will give it a quick wash and then we go over all the parts and see how they held up. See you in a bit. Alright guys, bike is clean and let's do some damage check. So today hard enduro for the first ride. How many hours we got now? Let's see, we got 3.5 hours. I did an oil change already before we went out, just to be sure, taking any debris out, any metal parts. Okay, so review of the accessories we put on. Pro bend, I had, let's say, 2-3 lean overs where I couldn't hold the balance. There were no crashes, they were just leaning over, so pro bends are still strong. I had these on my other bike and I really like them. They're very strong, rigid, so you can crash quite hard and they will keep everything in shape. Then the carbon exhaust from Moose Racing E-line. Had some scratches on rocks, so this side is not too bad, just some scratches. But I saw something on the other side, so here's already the first heavy impact. So I never had a carbon plate, so I'm curious to see how much can the carbon plate take. How much can it take before it will break, and when do you have to change it? I'm not sure. I had the P-Tech guard on my Husqvarna before and absolute solid, but also a huge piece of metal on your bike, and I think it looks absolutely disgusting, but it does the job well. So if the carbon does the job, if it breaks too easy or whatever, then we will go back to a P-Tech. Then the Moose front disc guard. We also have first scratches here on some impacts, also here, also here. So this is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Absolutely robust. So I think nothing will touch the brake disc as long as this part is in front. The fork guard, there's nothing. I had nothing on the right side, so that's still looking good. Then the AXP plate also still looking good, no issues here, just some sliding over some stones and roots, still looking good, no issue there. Here's something that I've just got 3 hours on the bike and it's already wearing off, so I thought it would last a little bit longer, to be honest, but let's see how it looks, how long it lasts. Maybe have to replace it with a Hinson clutch cover, we'll see. Plastic, they also have some wear. Swing arm guards, no issues here on the back. I hadn't had any contact there. The rear disc guard, small slight scratches, but nothing to worry about. Also absolute robust. I think there will be no issue at all in the future. Right side swing arm, no issue. The chain guide strengthener, no issue here. Then I think that's it. Then I want to talk about the good things of the ride today. So the bike ran absolutely beautiful. The power delivery is so smooth. It's so hard to explain. It almost runs like a 4-stroke. It's really smooth, and you can go down with the idle extremely low. Absolutely incredible. You almost can't stall the bike until you really stop. But as long as the wheel is moving, the bike keeps going. And I was cruising through the trails in first gear, second gear, and almost did not have to pull the clutch. Only when there was really something tight coming up and the bike came to almost stop in tight turns or something. Otherwise, it's really hard to stall that bike. It's amazing. The other good thing, very good thing, is the suspension. The WP Explore, very good suspension. They are stock, I didn't do anything. They are on standard setting, on 15 clicks right now, front and back, compression, rebound, everything is on standard. And for the 22 model, as I read, they did a revalving. I can only compare them to my Husqvarna before. They were the CS4 and they bottomed out on me a lot. And here I use almost a full suspension, as you can see on the rings. I think it's good. We did some small jumps today on the trail, but nothing crazy. So I still have the opportunity to make it a little bit harder if I would ride something more jumpy, and if I go hard enduro, I still have the option to do it more soft. So front and back suspension, really happy with that. It also felt progressive. It didn't feel like it's same suspension from bottom to top. It felt like very soft on the top, and then when you do a jump, you still have the bottom that will catch you. So that's really a positive thing, the suspension. Then another good thing is the sprockets. Right now 1450, I believe, is the original. It comes with a 13 sprocket that you can change, but the first gear is so long, you can really lock through tight areas really nice in the first gear. Second gear also good for uphills. Right now I'm not going to change it. I did change the plastic part inside the throttle tube. For the black one, it comes with the gray and the black one. Originally installed is the gray one, which is softer. I put the black one on for more responsive, but for the enduro part it's actually too responsive. I might go back to the gray one because I like it a little bit softer than as it is right now. It's very quick, very responsive. So that's quite quite a big change. The tires, everybody that met me said, oh, the original stock tires, they are not good, you gotta change them right away. I say, why should I change them? It's a new bike, I should ride them first. So they're actually like medium soft, I would say. Medium. They're not the tallest nubbies. Definitely other tires are taller, but they do the job. I run the original tubes. Will change to heavy tubes when I change this tire, but I want to run them down first. No issues with them. I did run 13 psi front and rear. No issues, no pinch flat, nothing. So front tire also no issues. Also very soft tire. Look at this, it's very soft. I think it's a little bit prejudiced when people say, oh, the stock tires are shit, you should change them right away, they're not enduro tires. They do the job. Maybe it's a little bit the rider too, not just the nobbies. So if you get the bike, ride the tires, I think there's no issues. If you do extreme stuff and you really worry about your contact, then go ahead and change them. But for normal trail riding, enduro, hard enduro, for let's say beginner skills, they do the job, no worries. The exhaust, no issue. Also one thing I want to mention, I didn't see any oil sponge coming out, so this is still the original setting, even though I got the idle mod, but I didn't play with the air screw yet. I think I will play with it a little bit later, maybe turning it half a turn in and then adjust the idle to make it a little bit richer. I heard this will open up the bike a little bit more. What else? Starter, very quick to start the bike, no issues there. And the bad thing, what is the bad thing? I did overheat on the trail, and this is because I do not have the fan yet. I'm still waiting. It was on back order with KTM. I will get the one with the display. So when we came to a section where it was quite hard and slow, uphill section, stucking a little bit on roots and rocks, and yeah, reffing a little bit, trying to get over, the bike overheated. So I stopped for 10 minutes and then the bike was fine again. No other issues with overheating. So you can ride the bike on normal trails without fan, there will be no issue. I'm in Thailand, we have usually 35 degrees, in the jungle it's maybe 40 degrees, and normal trail riding, no problem at all. But if you want to do hard enduro, you get stuck, you're not moving, then you do need a fan. So either the standard one without the display, it is a plug and play as I read, or the one with the display where you can change the setting when the fan will start. So I chose the display version, and also want to know the temperature of the bike, especially when you start it up. I want to see that it's warm before you're really reffing it. That's one thing you need to look at with the TPI bike. So that was one reason why I chose the version with the display. Last good thing, I showed you that I balanced the wheels, and sure, for enduro or hard enduro you don't need that, but we do have sections where we ride fast and on straights, so I found it very smooth, no wobbling in the tire. Every other bike I have before, I never had it balanced, and as you know, with the rim lock it will wobble. So it is a positive test to put these weights on. It doesn't look nice, but it does a good job. So if you're riding more speedy trails and long distance, then I can highly recommend to balance the wheels. If you're doing only hard enduro, you don't need it. So that's my review for today. I hope I can help you a little bit with some of my feedback. If you have questions, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and there will be more reviews coming. So stay tuned. See ya.